And if you order now with your credit card, we'll include these 3 gifts at no extra charge.
That's not actually how it works.
Oh, so they're always included with the V3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. As we mentioned earlier, the Autel EVO II Enterprise is really about the attachments. And today we're going to just quickly run down each of them for you. But before we get started, we should point out that as you can see, we are doing these demonstrations using the existing version of the V3 products. Many of you have already noticed that Autel plans to swap the orange body for a new gray color on all of the V3 products. But since they're not available yet, ours is still the classic orange. So just to clear up any confusion, if you were looking for V3 info, you came to the right place. Now, let's get into it. Starting with the most straightforward, we have the strobe attachment. The strobe is basically just a powerful LED beacon designed for compliance with the FAA's night operation requirements. We've done some simple tests with it, and even in broad daylight at almost 3 miles away from our camera, the flashing light could still be detected. That leaves us fairly certain of its visibility in an actually dark-lit scenario. Next up is the spotlight. Operating a drone in the dark is difficult for both the camera and the aircraft sensors, but this spotlight assists with both. You can see from this example how this attachment, working in conjunction with the new Moonlight algorithm on the EVO II Enterprise V3, would make night searches significantly more effective. From 50 feet up, the ground is still pretty well lit, and you're not dealing with a lot of video noise either. Finally, let's take a look at the loudspeaker attachment. In the past, the Autel speaker attachments could record and replay looped audio from the drone. But with the new EVO II Enterprise V3, this speaker can actually perform what Autel is calling instant broadcast, which is a near real-time transmission of audio from the aircraft remote. Take a listen to this test we did out in the field. So now we have the aircraft in the air. It's about 150 feet away, so let's test this instant broadcast. Latency check. Not too bad. It's pretty close to real time, just a little bit of latency, but not too much. Now I know some of you will say, but Jace, what about the RTK module? And that is a good question. The 3 attachments we talked about today are included with the Autel EVO II Enterprise V3, whereas the RTK module is still compatible, but is just sold separately. There are some cool features to mention with the RTK module, and it's possible that at some point we may get our hands on one for testing in a future video. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of how these accessories were designed to work with the aircraft. But if you still have questions about them, leave us a comment. Of course, we'll also leave a link to where you can pick up these and other Autel products in the video description. That's it for today, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep up with the latest news on drones and robotics.